Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm good. Please walk into my studio. My neighbors. I should be like Mr. Rogers. Just like, you're in the neighborhood. Come here. Let's make some video games together. Anyway, we have lots of good stuff today to show you. There's nobody here, so who am I talking to? Nobody. So I'll bring my own friends, my neighbors. First, Kelly. Hello.
Hi. This is Mojito.
Hi, Mojito.
He'll be here for a
Look at
short
him.
while.
He looks shy. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Oh,
People
hi,
are starting
Otis.
to come in. We'll be patient. Don't. We'll wait. We'll wait. How are you doing? You're making your mac and cheese yet?
Oh, soon. Friday is the big day of making most of it until it needs to be baked. Because if anybody doesn't know, it's Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend.
Oh,
So
I forgot.
yeah, that's my contribution to the free turkey dinners I'm getting on Saturday and Sunday.
How many people you need to make for?
I have no idea, so I'm just gonna make a huge pan of it, one for each day, and put some fancy cheese like brie because I
Mm,
love brie. And it's melty and gooey, so I figured that would be good,
good.
amongst several other cheeses such as Havarti, because it's not a party till you have Havarti. That's terrible.
Is that the slogan for the Canadian Cheese Association?
Well, I don't know if Havarti's Canadian, so it probably isn't.
All right. Oh, look who's coming in. It's our friend Greg.
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
Greg.
hey, how's it going? Hey,
Were you around
I,
the neighborhood? Come in. Let's
I
make
am
some.
I actually went and got my cardigan sweater for later, that I can put it on and
Oh, so you
my
can do
Mr. Rogers.
oh, okay.
Totally, I just
Friend
gotta
of
find a place to
Facebook.
put it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm doing well, and now craving cheese suddenly because you guys are talking about brie. That'd be so good in a bag today.
No, I was happy until Kelly said she's not a blue cheese person. I am. I
Yeah.
can. I use blue cheese as butter. I like.
It's really good. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love blue cheese
I
so
don't know
much.
about it as butter, but it's delicious.
Yeah, I could do like brie as butter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody doesn't like cheese? Okay. Pedro, do you like cheese? You're a cheese guy, right?
Yeah. I love it.
Okay.
I'm also blue cheese team. Yeah,
Okay.
love it.
All right, Kelly.
It's
Maybe
very
if I
good.
just keep trying it, I'll get used to it.
It gives a nice little.
Yeah,
So
just
Yeah.
a little bit every day, and then I'll be a blue cheese fiend.
yes. Okay, who do we have? Felipe, the newest addition to our team.
Ah,
Yeah,
Hi, Felipe. You want to introduce yourself to everybody at home?
sure. My name's Felipe. I'm a generalist programmer, as the little title says. I before this was at a company called Brass Token for a while. Did some cool stuff there. Now I'm here doing other cool stuff. Uh, got some
Did
nice
you
stuff to
say
show.
you're a generalissimo programmer?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna change the name to Generalissimo programmer.
Nice. Oh, hi,
Sure.
Sion.
There you go.
Even better.
Even better. Oh, Sion's here. Hi, Sion. Yeah, he worked with us, Academ.
Mm,
cool.
All the Kabam alumni.
Illuminati.
And now everywhere in the world, spreading goodwill and cheers and good games to the world. Speaking of which, we have a very special guest today. We've been negotiating with this guy because he's very busy. He's famous now in the world of video games. So we've been talking back and forth. Our people been talking to his people. You know what I mean? Like, and we could hammer some dates. And now we're here all together to talk about video games and whatever else he wants to do. Hello, Scott. How are you?
Hello. and by my people, you mean my kids, to make sure they go to
Yes.
bed at the right time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your kids and my kid. So just
Yeah.
like, can we meet that day? I don't know.
Free
You
up
have
my
to take me
calendar.
to a play date.
Exactly. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're awesome. Thanks
Pretty
for
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by our studio, in the
Yeah,
neighborhood.
of course. Yeah.
Scott, we worked for how long we worked together, Scott?
It was nearly 5 years. I started as a small fry. My first job in the industry, with Gabe as my creative sensei, I guess you could say.
No, I think it was the good thing like at Kabam was that we could the design team and the art team and the creative team could like talk to each other, and it was very good to like have this this exchange of ideas. And you, Scott, and Greg, and Dom, all those people like would welcome the creative team to talk, and share ideas and exchange ideas. That was so much fun. And I don't know if I had like officially any relation in chain of command or anything to any of
Oh yeah,
you.
in the hierarchy, I don't think so.
Yeah, we're two different teams, but we work together so much because we love the same things. We love the Marvel thing, just having cool stories translating to gameplay and vice versa. That it kind of felt natural, right?
I just wanted to see the character designs early, so that's the only reason.
Yeah, like we did like our characters were like 6 months ahead of time, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. And then we worked Realm
Realm of Champions, yeah.
Realm of Champions, the greatest game that never were.
If you Google it now, you'd never know it existed.
Yeah. I have it all in my computer, so I can relaunch it. Yeah.
Don't say that. We're live. Remember?
Oh,
Kabam's watching.
So I'm gonna change it to DC characters and launch it.
It's all image comics.
They know. I still have this cup. I'm keeping this cup until
they come to take.
Until they come and get it. Yeah, it's my cup. Damn it.
Look who's here. It's Nick. Hi, Nick. Nick Bacalus. Long time. Yes.
No.
Yes. We worked together at Kabam and Exploding Barrel before it became Kabam. Blastron and Margaritaville.
I was gonna say that. Did you guys work on that Jimmy Buffett game?
Of course. Of course. And who was the creative director in that game? Cuz.
I was gonna say Cuz still talks about it.
Yeah, Cuz was the biggest parrot head in the team, so he knew everything about Jimmy Buffett verse.
There's a verse. There's a Buffett verse.
Yeah, there is a Buffett verse. Like he knew all the characters, all the stories, and so he was our Stan Lee. To go talk to him about everything.
Jimmy Buffett, the Stan Lee of the Margaritaville universe.
Margaritaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game. Yeah, was awesome. Yeah. So, and then now you move to EA,
Right.
also known as the mothership of Vancouver video games.
Everyone in Vancouver has worked at EA at some point.
Yeah. Either start your careers or maybe you go there later to work on big projects, or I know people that've been there for 20 years. You probably do too, right, Greg?
Yeah, that's right. There's friends I started with in QA like 20 years ago. They're still there as like programmers and producers and creative directors. It's crazy, but it's not a bad place if you can get in. It's not a bad place to stick around, especially if you're on Skate. I mean, that team was amazing. So I mean,
Well,
the team isn't there anymore. Only a few people are, but that
Well,
vibe was awesome.
Some of the people that are working on the current one were working on the originals, and then have just stayed there the whole time.
So,
and
John Lawler's still there, and
Yep.
Working on some temporary games until Skate came back.
Skate
holding space in their hearts. Yeah,
waiting their time.
yeah.
So what can you say about this project? Like, is it fun?
I can say that it's fun. I'll give you the lines that I'm allowed to say. Number one, you can sign up for playtesting. It's called Skate Insider. I don't have the link handy, but if you just Google Skate Insider, you will find a sign up link to playtest. Number two, console playtesting is starting this fall. And number three, we just announced that we are going into early access next year, 2025. And that's about all I can say.
Nice.
I'm sure there's a bunch of other information online that you can find. I think there's a YouTube video that has me in it that makes me cringe every time I see it show up in my YouTube mentions, which is horrible. But,
well, we'll try to top that tonight.
Sure. Yeah. Just drive that down the algorithm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be way more cringy today. Cool. So you don't have a release date? You don't.
No. Yeah. Early access 2025. That's about all I can say.
Mm.
But
It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Like the first Skate, it's just really fucking good.
First one was the best.
Yeah, the first one, it's
Is that the one you worked on, Greg?
That's the one that I worked on. Actually, funny story. In the first one, I'm actually Cuz.
Nice.
Like the announcer is Cuz's voice, and they were doing like headshots for all the NPCs, and somehow they picked my face, the generic face, to be Cuz's face in the game. Well, you can't really tell because it was like PS3. So, but,
I bet Cuz wished that his face was your face now. So
no, I don't think so. Is he still growing his hair? Like, and will not cut it until Skate ships? Is that the?
His hair's long. I don't know if
Okay.
that's
His hair hasn't grown in like 10 years. It's stayed like this length for 10 years.
Does that mean he hasn't cut it, or does that mean it's not growing?
I mean, he hasn't cut it since I've known him, but I've seen the pictures. It makes him look like a programmer when he cuts his hair.
He shaved his hair.
Too clean shaven.
Yeah. Anyway, so moving from EA a little bit, what do we have tonight to show, Greg? Have we been...
you're asking me. Oh wow. Well, the team, as you well know, has been very hard at work. You had Felipe on to help iron out a lot of the combat things in the game. So we've got combat in. All the pieces are kind of coming together now. So we're going to kind of show a little bit of everything from the beginning of the game onward. And if anybody's watched previous live streams, I'm sure stuff is going to break along the way, which will be fun. But hopefully you get a better idea of where the game is going and can see where we're going to be for playable sometime soon-ish.
Hopefully the bugs will be funny, right? And not those bugs that make you cry.
Yeah, they'll be funny bugs. I promise.
Yeah. We're really happy that Felipe is here because for a while we didn't have a programmer. That's the indie world. We'll learn whatever we have to learn once we don't have people. So Greg was trying to program.
Yeah, trying. So it was even a program. I was trying to make it do what I wanted it to do, and it wouldn't do it. So now we actually have a programmer to program it properly.
And then when
undo all the crap.
He looked at all that code strapped together with tape.
He just deleted it. It was just faster to write the whole thing from scratch. And that's fine. It's okay. I'm all right. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, it's good to have programmers. They're awesome. They're smart people. They deserve every penny that they make. Not like artists. Artists just...
Yeah,
just like you just do AI now, right? You just press the button, right? Just make art. That's what I do, and then I'll go to the pool and
you go to one of those sites that makes AI generated 3D models and blow out your budget when they give you a model that's way too unoptimized. Yeah.
That's what they promised me. The AI people promise that we're all gonna be in the beach somewhere. And it's gonna replace all the bad stuff that we have to do, and we're just gonna be making money, right?
You'll be on a beach that you paid for the vacation to go to with the money that you don't earn because you're not working. Because
I was gonna say it's like unemployed on the beach. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be living on the beach
Yeah.
under a bridge.
That's okay.
as a castaway.
That's okay.
Just bring a volleyball.
Yeah, a broken laptop. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Everybody got sad. Like the energy got sad.
Yeah.
About AI. Like, I give it 1 year. Next year, AI is gonna be all gone.
I just saw Nick's comment and it just dealt me psychic damage. So
Senior AI prompt artist. Oh man.
Yeah. We have like one of the characters that we have in Kinshft is the boss that you're actually fighting in this demo is a prompeteer, right? That's yeah. He's like the Shakespeare of AI prompts, and he's you have to fight him. Anyway, enough social commentary. Greg fell again.
No, I'm streaming off my phone, and my phone rang, and it decided to hang up, and because everyone answered their phone, and now it's going to be all weird. There we go. There, fixed it. No problem. All good. All fixed.
That microphone is pro though. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's a real indie,
kind of overkill, but it's my prop.
where's your RGB on that thing though?
Yeah. It's missing. It's missing.
I know that's kind of sad. I know it's kind of just a standard one, but I'll buy some LEDs and just kind of shine them on.
Okay, Unstable's here. Hi, Unstable. How's it going?
Oh, hi, Unstable.
Oh, hey.
So we getting more people? How many people we have?
Yeah.
Got 14 right now.
14.
Oh.
Once we get 15, we start showing things, right? 14 is not enough.
15?
Oh, there's KJ.
KJ! How's it going? All the Kabam guys. KJ is another one that went to like bigger and better things.
It's true.
Now he's like, what are you? Are you EP, KJ?
Super important producer dude.
Lord of production.
Lord,
Yeah.
he's an LP. I'm gonna prepare. We're gonna play soon. I'm gonna load it. And oh, he's making a dinner for a 2-year-old monster. Wow. What does your family think about that? Like inviting a monster to dinner? Senior producer, there you go. I remember like when KJ started with us, it was just out of school, right? Right, KJ? You were very young.
Just a wee baby.
Yeah. Still look young though, but with a beard.
I mean, I think most of you guys would look quite young without beards.
Well, if you remember, I at least 2 Halloweens in a row at Kabam shaved my beard for the Halloween costume. One was when I dressed up as my then manager Dom.
Yeah.
We switched places. Actually, funny story about that. I was dressed up as Dom. His wife came around the corner and came over to me thinking I was Dom and almost came and gave me a kiss on the cheek and had to stop herself and shoot for. And then the following year, I dressed up as Peter from Deadpool 2 and I guess Deadpool 3 now. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You did. I love that Dom costume you did. That was so good.
I promised my wife I won't shave my beard for Halloween costumes anymore. So.
Yeah, it's still scary even for Halloween.
Well, I've got kids now, and so yeah, this year
It is traumatizing. Like my dad did that when I was in high school. I was in grade 12, had a mustache my entire life, came home and he'd shaved it, and I didn't talk to him for the rest of the night. So I was like, "You're not my dad."
Stranger danger, hey?
Yeah, like you look weird.
Yeah, I just look like a baby. Plus, it hides my double chin. So
Super Duper is asking if coffee drink is a job
Sorry.
type or a condition.
Yeah, it's a problem. I have some more now. It's my second French press of the day. But
It's a lifestyle.
It's been 10 hours. That's a long time. It's
10
okay.
hours.
I'll play this tomorrow.
Well, you have a problem, Greg, but
It's
that's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
There's worse things.
When you count in the hours for the next one.
Yeah, it's true. Can't wait to wake up and have my coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but I do the same with green tea, which I think is the same kind of thing.
I tried tea. I couldn't. Just didn't stick.
Well, I
Even
can-
what was it called?
Okay.
Really fancy tea. Not fancy. David's tea. There we go. Why couldn't remember?
Yeah.
David's tea. Drank that for a while. Just didn't.
Oh, Davis tea. Davis tea is like
So good.
it's
like-
Yeah.
Davis tea is. I'm not gonna show it. Do we have 15 people? Yeah. No.
Bring your friends, everybody. Tell them to.
Yeah.
tell 'em
Bring
to
your
join.
friends. Davis tea isn't that the little boxes of tea that you re-gift to people every year? People,
or they sit in your cabinet for like 7 years, and then you
Yeah,
wonder,
yeah.
is this still good? Does tea expire? And you're just googling like tea expiry.
It has some
It's forever.
interesting teas, though. There's some that taste like cinnamon buns and stuff.
Yeah.
I usually only buy one from them, and it's just the cream of Earl Grey, so I can do a cheater London fog.
is the vaping of teas,
Yeah, it is.
like cotton candy and like.
They're kind of like, you know how you used to go like at Christmas and you would like, oh, I'm not sure what to get this person. And you would go to like the body shop and buy like a Bath and Body thing. Now you go to David's Tea, get like a tea set or like a set of like all the flavorful Christmas teas. It's good for that last minute. Like, oh crap.
It's like I want juice, but I don't want to feel like a child drinking
Yeah.
a juice box.
Juice.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go to David's tea.
It's
Yeah.
hot, so it's hot, so it's not for
Yeah,
kids.
hey,
Hot
when-
juice
you can
with
make it cold.
crap floating in it. Ooh, what is this book? Yeah, pomegranate seeds. Anyway, I'm ready to play video games. If you guys are,
Let's go for
do
it.
okay, let's do it.
Yeah, we just jumped up back to 14. So 15 will come as soon as you start showing.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
want to see a game. Okay.
So, okay, I have a PlayStation controller now that controls the game, which is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, because the oh my god, where's my Windows? Can I control it? Do you want to introduce what we're gonna see here, Greg?
Sure. So it's the first sort of implementation of combat. We actually have combos in and damage, enemies attacking, all the stuff you expect from a game with combat. Everyone here has played games that have combat in it. We have combat in our game. That's what we're going to see for you now. So This is combat with Naomi. She's the fighter of the group. She's got a big, massive wrench, and we want her gameplay to reflect her badassedness.
Okay, yeah. It's not like we condone violence. We're really not. We're very peaceful people, but combat is something that video
Combat's
games.
okay.
Yeah. Like, and we're fighting robots, so it's like if they die, they
Yeah.
eventually gonna put some like really like weird sounds as they die, like yeah, no, please, I have a family,
Right.
something like that, right?
That's how robots talk in the future. Like they
Yeah.
thought in the 80s that robots were all robotic voices, and now they're actually talk better than humans. Yes.
Okay, so now we have what is this? Oh my god.
There's a
Enemies.
few of them. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
There you
If
go.
I die so many times that you can count, it's okay. It's just Greg
Yeah.
that made it too hard.
I didn't make it too hard. It just
I do have a rocket boot that I can escape.
Oh yeah, right. Yes, that's her navigation mechanic.
Oh my god.
Still a tuning process, but
It is like the animations are just stamp.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
just do a heavy attack.
Yeah.
Hold and do a heavy. That'll clear some stuff up.
You made them too hard. They're just supposed to be
I know.
little
I know.
fishes.
Yeah, well,
Oh, I killed one.
you're doing okay. There you go. See, you're doing fine. You're doing fine. Just Stop running and start swinging. You got a giant wrench. This isn't like you have a potato killer or something. There you go. There you go.
Now we have like a locking also.
Target lock is working. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
got
kill two at the same time.
Got light combos. We're eventually gonna have a medium attack when you can dash and attack at the same time and do this really cool spinning attack. That's still kind of work in progress.
Yeah.
There you go. You're fine.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
You're done. God. You can leave now. Oh, no, you can't leave.
No, I'm gonna skip those.
Now you should run. Now I'd recommend running.
So
yeah. This area you can tell is final art. It's all finished.
Yes,
I did it myself. I didn't want to wait for the 3D artists to get to it. So
okay, now
you're welcome, guys.
Thanks, Greg. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So helpful.
This looks amazing.
I almost died, but I didn't.
We're trying to iron out the kinks of trying to do platforming in a isometric or top-down camera game, and it definitely has its challenges. So this is more of a an area to get some metrics and some proofs of concept to figure out what the problems are going to be. But Gabe seems to be doing pretty well, actually.
It's my first time, so
no problem. See, you were fine.
I'm fine.
You're totally fine.
So I get to this island. You know, the story here is that eventually it's going to be a whole chase sequence, which is the bones are already here. You start playing the game as Naomi in the future. She's being attacked by all these robots, and she manages to escape to this little island. And that's what she reaches out to Nova, her daughter, in the past. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, so I got something here, and I got a new objective, which is do a Kinshft. So I'm gonna go back. Oh, the Kinshift's working. Thanks, Felipe. Now I'm in the past as Nova. And Nova hears the voice of her mom and pointing her. Eventually, we're gonna have some kind of directional, like video game arrow saying, "Your mom is calling you from that direction, where the island is.
Mm-hmm.
Go reach her." At this point, you don't know what's going on. You don't know like that she's in the future and all of that. You know, sci-fi shenanigans. You get to this.
Oh,
the gate
in the Matrix. There's two of you.
Oh. You ring the bell. No solicitors. Oh, okay. All right. Is there any way? Oh, there's another me here.
Yeah.
It's because I was testing something. That's fine. Ignore.
There's two Chucks.
Too fat for.
Too fat.
Too fat.
Formerly Fat Cat, now Chuck, cousin of Angus, I believe.
Yeah. So I know where to go. But it's fine.
Don't forget to look for collectibles. It's part of the.
Like here? Yeah.
Well, there's one. Yeah, definitely.
What is this? And of course, she's using her drone.
Mm-hmm.
What's the objective for what kind of character we want Nova to be?
I mean, Nova's more of a we want the characters to play somewhat similar. Like if the characters are too different, there'll be like a lot of confusion, I think, for the player if they're switching back and forth. But at the same time, you want to give them their own identity. So whereas Naomi is sort of the archetypical fighter, she goes in and she brawls. Nova is more of the stealthy character, the sneaky character. She's a kid. She just wants to mess around and have some fun. So she uses her drone for distraction. She sneaks around. It's going to have kind of a Tron disc Captain America shield vibe to it, so you can hit and stun enemies and get past them. But she's less violent and more using her head. Not to say Naomi won't use her head as well, but if something gets in her way, she can choose to smack it.
It's harder to use your head when you have a gigantic wrench that you can use.
Exactly. It's not her fault.
Now, everybody, this is the hard part of the game.
We should have a death counter on screen.
Right?
First try.
There you go.
Okay. Ah!
Okay.
Oh my god. So now I found the same island. Whoa. Everything's duplicated. Anyway, she meets Naomi. There's two ghosts here. It's supposed to be just one ghost. But anyway, she explains a little bit what's going on to Nova. I'm in the future, blah blah blah. And she shows where she needs to go, which is the spaceship. Everything, of course, is in several different levels of art. You know what I mean? But and then she gives you a mission. What is the mission, Greg?
The mission is to. Oh, hey, Dan Stovall's here. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. Her mission right now is again, we're missing a little bit of narrative here, so that's the tricky part. But when Naomi reached the island, the battery that she had that powers her suit eventually ran out of juice. She's been fighting along the way and slowly been dying down. So she needs Nova to get her new battery so she can get off the island. So Nova's mission right now is to go and try and find a battery power source for Naomi. So she has to explore this somewhat hostile quarry, or these workers that currently right now are not attacking you. They're just kind of wandering around. But the idea is that she has to sort of sneak through and be a bit more break and enter to see if she can find a battery for her mom.
Okay, so this I know. Just go here. She also wears this QR cape, which is somewhat confuses the robots, so they don't get super aggressive with her. They use her visual systems. I know there's doors that I can open. We're being, trying to make this world a place where you can explore and collect things, and not only you have the main quest, but you also have a bunch of other stuff to do.
So this level is, because it's like kind of like our first sort of dungeon of the game, it's a bit more linear than the rest of the game is. So the idea is you're sort of playing through once the first time, you find a lot of like locked doors and things you can't unlock, and as you go through you find keys that cause you to backtrack. So we're kind of slowly layering in the collectibles and the keys and the doors, and eventually we'll get like a good narrative on top of them.
Is this gonna work, Greg? Oh, it did.
Is it gonna work?
Oh my god, it's a floating.
I know. Still holding my breath though.
So okay, so
oh yeah, yeah. Just ignore that. There
okay.
you go.
So I have to take this.
There. See, Scott, we already made Skate, so you don't have to make your game anymore. You guys can stop.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Okay. So now
I'm taking tomorrow off then.
Nice.
Okay, but hold on. Can you kickflip it?
Yeah.
That's way better than Skate. Look
There
at that.
Ride it.
You also spin the block if you press the triggers, Eleanor. There you go.
Can you do this?
I mean that's, you're doing a 360. You're doing a.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take this guy here. I know. Okay, I'm here. But I need the elevator.
Yep.
Okay. Gonna jump here.
Yeah, fall damage is turned off, so it's a bit more forgiving.
Yeah.
Last time the falls are what killed you, so.
Well, let's
now
get our death counter.
I know he hasn't even died yet. It's crazy. I mean, the game's not meant to be super hardcore. At the same time, watching Gabe fall to his death is pretty entertaining.
It is.
I hope you're just saying that in the game, not in real life.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
Because you only watch once.
Exactly. I assume it would be entertaining. No.
Okay.
Oh,
what happened? Where's the?
Oh, there we go. I think.
Oh.
Oh, still stuck.
The hover sled is doing its job too well.
You just
There
because
you
you.
go.
It's a really strong hoverboard.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Or a very light block. Not quite sure.
Yeah. Oh, not yeah.
Light block. Yeah,
It's a light block. Yeah.
yeah.
Change the physics of this.
There's some physics issues that may actually come into play in this next section too, but slowly working through them. We have Felipe now, so I'll just, rather than try to solve it, just ask him because I'm lazy. Oh, is it gonna work?
He's here, so you can just blame him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, I had it working, and then he started touching some stuff, and I don't know.
This part here is like what I would think it represents what the game will look like. You know, we're testing like the art style and putting everything on sections of the environment to to make it look like we want it to look. And Pedro did a fantastic job. Oh, look at that! The crusher.
Right.
Oh man,
Thank
Nothing's
you.
better than some destructible meshes.
Yeah.
I'm
They've
gonna
almost
wait
failed.
for
Yeah, just sit there, and they should forever.
Crush the blocks.
Totally.
crush it. Yeah, I wanna. Can I ride this block while it's getting crushed?
I mean, yes.
Oh! No!
Whoa. Good save. Uh-oh.
It was worth it.
All right, I'm counting that as a death.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It was worth it. But yeah, what?
Wow, interesting. You should have to go to the block now. Seems like you missed a checkpoint. Bad designer.
Okay.
No, the block's still there. You can just go and walk and climb and
Like
there you go. Yeah, see, there you go.
There you go.
Oh.
I have a game devy question for you guys.
Please, or criticism or comment. Yes.
I would never criticize. That's not what game development
Please
is
do.
about.
That's why you're here. Tear it apart.
The level building kit that you guys have here, like I would love to know what your pipeline looks like for like building a section like this. Is it modular pieces? Is it full sort of block in, whatever you want to call it, block out, block in, and then art passes, or are these all little pieces?
It's mostly modular at this point. We do have hero pieces, right? With hero,
Cool.
Yeah. So we have unique pieces, and Pedro will build them too. But
Yeah.
we try to keep it modular as possible.
Yeah, we also do like the fundamental stuff. Like we block out, we do the Lego design, and then we just take this block out and think about if they should be like modular. Should we use stream sheets? But yeah, we're trying to keep everything modular so we can reuse them inside the engine, and we are mostly using Unreal Engine to build everything. Like we're not using like Maya, Blender to create like the modules. The modules have we're creating everything inside the Unreal Engine. So we're creating like the assets outside the engine, but then to build like those areas, like the crusher area, we are just building inside the engine, because now Unreal Engine has a very cool feature, which is the modeling kit. And you can do pretty much everything. You can even do UVs. Of course, it's not like the same as using like Maya or Blender, which has better tools for UVs, but it can get the job done.
Well, I guess especially if you've got like more simple sort of blockier shapes as opposed to really complex meshes.
Well, we do like I'm a big fan of the blocky looking games. You know what I mean? So it was a decision that like we made pretty early, that we want things to look a little more blocky, and that kind of played in our favor.
I think your perspective as well, like you're not super up close to stuff, so even if you did have a ton of detail and it wasn't as blocky, like I think you'd lose a lot of the detail anyway. From the perspective.
Yeah.
So,
well, the plan is actually to have a dynamic camera. We're still working on that, because as Felipe found when he first joined, trying to have a split screen camera with two different characters in two different worlds has its own amazing problems. He can probably talk about them, some of them, if you want to hear them. But so eventually the camera will be able to like sort of zoom in and out. So in combat or close situations, you can have a closer camera to show more detail. And then up ahead, when you see the crane area, it actually needs a further back camera, because there's the puzzle. It expands beyond the borders of the screen, so the player needs to see more just to be able to understand what's happening, to grok the space, as they say.
As long we're trying to keep the camera, the angle of the camera fixed.
Yes,
that will save us from like building stuff in the back or something like that. But zoom in and out, is always something that we wanted to do.
And possibly we're talking too about maybe if platforming becomes something that's really challenging. I think we have some good solutions for how to solve platforming issues. We could always, adopt this sort of tunic cam when the camera kind of tilts a little bit higher up to kind of give you more of a top-down perspective. But for now, I think the plan is just to stick with this angle and go with that and see what we can do.
No, by the way, Scott, let me show you. This is great game design. Look at this. It's a blinking crane axis, so you know where you have to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a very straightforward game. Very linear.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
It's game design. It's the pure game design. I think that's one of the first things they teach you in game design school is just make it so obvious that it's like that it's bad obvious. Like if you were looking at it for aesthetic reasons, you'd be like, why would there be a big flashing sign that says crane access? Like,
yeah,
just make it so obvious that it's impossible to miss. I think when I was in school, we were making a game where you had pressure plates that you had to step on. And in playtesting, we were like, nobody's stepping on these pressure plates. Like, how do we get people to step on them? And I think one of our mentors said, well, I would try putting big pictures of feet on the pressure plates.
Yes.
And it worked. Everyone stepped on the pressure plates. So
yeah.
Also,
as a little trick too, oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Where's the keys?
You just got it.
I made a beautiful key. No, I mean the 3D model.
Oh, that key. That's the one key I didn't replace. I'm sorry. There's more keys later. Sorry. So the idea now is that Gabe basically has got because we're missing a lot of gameplay and narrative stuff. The idea being the first time you're sort of passing through this area, the workers are somewhat hostile. You do have to sneak through. If they see you, they actually will attack, but you can stun them with your shield to incapacitate them. When you eventually get the ID card, you're able to sort of or potentially in this case, the QR code hood, even though you have it at the beginning of the game, you'll have it later on. You can now actually go back and have more free access to different areas. So you can go back and sort of re-explore with this sort of key card access as a worker.
So which one is this?
So you're looking for the key. Oh, that's a different key. Sorry, we only have one door, so it's kind of hard to see which key it is. You just don't have the key. You have key H. I believe you need key J for that door.
J?
Oh wait. Oh no, you got it. You figured it out. Sorry, no, that was the right key. There's the key. And there's the key. Hey, look at that.
I should be a 3D modeler.
Ask and you shall receive.
Beautiful key. And then I can look at inventory here, right?
Oh, just be really, really careful. Don't touch the camera stick. Just be very careful. I just found a bug earlier today that I didn't want to bring up because I didn't want us to break things.
So I have items.
Oh, you may have just broken it.
I did?
Yeah, you might have. When you close the inventory, we'll know pretty quickly. Yep.
Like I said, I'm the best QA of this thing.
There you go.
Break everything. We can do it again.
You can, or you can just kind of go back and play very zoomed out.
Counting that as another death.
Nice. Thank you for the death counter, by the way. You can also do the thing where you switch to Nova in the game mode and then jump in and play from anywhere.
Okay.
Another good thing about putting up the blinking crane access thing that I learned at Ubisoft is that when you put something there, the artists notice it a lot more and they're way more inclined to fix it because it looks so terrible. If you don't show it them, they're like, no one's going to notice that. But yeah.
What if I crashed on Rio? I crashed on Rio. That count as a death?
Yes.
It's the same thing with naming stuff in games. Greg, if you have a temp name, calling it temp name or just something absolutely horrible that nobody wants, and so you end up just getting the name changed almost out of spite. People are like, well, no, I'm gonna change this.
Yeah. The problem with all my stuff, you can ask Gabe, is just it's all terribly named. Even if I don't call it Key H and call it's just the most generic, crappy name. So I just
there is the odd chance that it does end up in the final game. So
that's true. Exactly.
Be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm reloading it.
Okay, cool.
So Scott, what do you think so far? Be honest. We
Yeah, be
only
honest.
invited you so we can get free game design time from you, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you my invoice after.
Nice.
We got lost in the
But
middle. I don't know.
I mean, putting on I guess my narrative designer hat, I'm like, I love the like possibility for like interesting storytelling through game design that like being able to jump between different versions of the same space offers. There's lots of cool stuff to be had there. Like your action having an impact on the space of someone in the past or the future, and what that means for like what you discover about the game world is super cool.
We all love that idea too until we start building it. And
yeah. Everything's better on paper.
it's harder than it looks to
Yeah.
like to thinking 4D. Like we're always trying to check our own brains every time we do something. It's like, but if you did that in the future, well, like, what does it mean? Like, it is very complicated, but we love the challenge. At least I love the challenge. Trying to do that in 3 different times, and what does that mean, right?
I think like it's a challenge for as a game developer to like keep track of that. I think there's like a second challenge, which is how do you make that make sense to the player at any given moment, right? So it's hard enough to do it for yourself, and then doing it for the player.
Yes.
But game developers are, they like to play the hardest video game, which is making a video game.
Right. I don't. I'm an idiot, but like that's why I like to. I like to balance, because Greg is really good at making things game designer, proof. Like every game designer, like, to be honest, that I worked with, like I said, they love hard games, they love complicated games, they love making them and playing them, right? But every time a game gets a little bit complex, to me, kind of turns me off. So trying to simplify this whole high concept is one of the challenges that we have. Like, it is sci-fi-ish, but we don't want it to be sci-fi-ish. We want it to be more like fantasy, and want you to have a feeling for what the Kinshft is without having like a system. I'm always very, very critical of systems in general, in entertainment in general. You know what I mean? Like I gave an example the other day in a meeting, that the Matrix, right? The first Matrix is an amazing movie, and you don't need to understand very much about it, about how the Matrix works, the ins and outs, like just the basic rules. There's 3 or 4 rules, and you go, right? And then you play the action in that world, and it's great. In the second one, they started like adding too much of what we call systems, right? It's there's backdoors, and there's a key maker, and there's like program.
Too many proper nouns.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and then it becomes something that is, I think Hollywood sometimes is very in love with explaining things. Now we have to explain what makes this universe tick, right? If we can make a game that we don't need to go that deep, and people still have fun, I think that's the sweet spot. Anyway,
there's the eternal sort of like struggle, I think, of like mistaking lore for story.
Yes.
Right. If you're just dumping lore on people, you're not telling a story. Right. So the lore has to be rich enough to inform the story that you want to tell, but it doesn't need to be the thing that you present to players necessarily.
No, it can be there, because there's lots of people that love, story, like me. I love it, but it's an optional thing, right? It's something that people, if they're in love with your universe, they'll look for it.
That's why the codex in Mass Effect is not the game. It's a menu you can go read about.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We do have like we're building lore objects that you collect. Like there's a whole encyclopedia that you can collect, like books from A to B to Z. And those collection. I love collection in games. I don't know about you, but I think
I mean, I couldn't tell you the amount of hours I spent playing Crackdown, collecting those green orbs.
The orbs.
I can hear the sound in my sleep.
Okay, I'm gonna bypass this fight. I'm gonna just fly.
Whoa.
Okay.
I just want to fly.
There's no collision on that door.
No, No,
There,
no.
there is if you well, yeah,
Just one.
there's some.
Put your arms around me, baby. Put your arms around me, baby. I can't help myself.
Can you sing things like that, or YouTube's gonna copyright us?
I
Oh.
think that we sang it bad enough that we
I was
won't.
gonna say you have to be in key to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Sugar Ray is gonna? Yeah, they probably need money, right? So
It's gonna crawl out from the 2000s and hunt us down.
okay, I'm back to my island, and then I run out of gas in my rocket boots,
Yeah.
and then I call Nova. Nova, I'm here in the future. Oh, you're my last hope. Copyright. Okay, so I'll go through this as quick as I can.
Yeah.
So yeah, this whole world will be, full of places to explore, and we want this to be part of the objectives is to have a world that you want to be in it, and you want to find things about it. You want to,
Jump the other way.
Maybe this is me jumping the gun a little bit, but do you guys? What's the sort of like overarching world structure? Is there like an overworld or anything like that, or plans to have an overworld or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm afraid to say that I wrote way too many documents already about the world. Way too early, but it kind of informs me, and yeah, there is a whole history about what happens from when they leave Earth to explore the solar system, and they come back, and the asteroid just crashes on Earth, and so there is a lot of detail, but man,
Death counter.
Oh,
I'm good. Oh no!
Death counter.
Oh no!
oh.
Well, what do I do?
Try jumping to the up there, straight up. No, that's you won't make that. Perspective is cheaty.
Do you have a jetpack?
No, she doesn't. She has a cape, but can't quite fly.
So I'm gonna cheat then. Can I cheat?
Please do.
Okay. I insist you cheat. Okay. So yeah, the world. We do want to build. One thing we wanted since the beginning is to have the world be built in islands, both narrative and geographically. Because we're a small team, we're indie, and there's a limitation of how much stuff, regardless of how many ideas we have, how much we can actually build. So we're building this one scene, which is what we call the demo or the slice or whatever, and then there's logical extensions of that. You can walk that way in the road and then go into the desert, and there'll be a whole like narrative in there, story and stuff that you can do. But the main story, the main progression is only a few hours long. Is the whole thing of the family trying to get together again, if they can even do that, and that's relatively short and concise. So we're hoping that people can play in a few hours. But then the world itself has a lot of things in the background going on. Realm for me was the game that I wanted to do that, but we never had the structure to do it. You probably remember like us writing all this cool background story that could be actionable into something that, if the game was actually about territory control like we wanted, a lot of that stuff could be part of what the player does, exploring the world, getting missions, collecting things. So in part, it's trying to realize that in this world. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me cheat here. What is the I have to go to game modes, but
Yes.
and change it to.
Are you guys in Unreal 5 or still in 4? I guess you'd be in. I think wasn't the modeling thing only in 5?
We are on 5 point.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Now I can just play from anywhere, right?
Should be able to, yes.
Okay. Can I just go play from here? Let's see if it works. Yay!
Nice.
There you go. I love the jumping. It makes me feel like I'm playing Prince of Persia, the original.
Yeah, I'm glad we went to an actual jump, not a contextual jump. That was a good call. It has its problems, obviously, again being a top-down game, but there's solvable ones, and the freedom you get and the way that encourages exploration, I think, is an awesome trade-off.
Yeah, and you know what? Like, there's other games that do it. Like, I was playing Mario Odyssey again, and that there is a lot of levels that the angle is kind of. Of course, you can control the camera a little bit, but
Well, yeah, exactly.
you can do a lot of jumping from weird angles as long as the world kind of is conducive to that.
Yep.
Like, it's hard when you do it like that, like vertical.
Yeah, that's why. Like, none of the jumps we're going to force the player to do in the game will ever go straight up or straight down, because that is a really weird perspective. And it's actually an ideally you kind of want to go crosswise.
I've got a question from Unstable Gamer. What would you say the art style is?
It's what if style.
What if style?
Yeah, like I usually don't. Yeah, we usually I personally in my own personal work, I usually let the conditions dictate the first few steps. It's like putting yourself in a box and see what coming out of it. Every person we bring to the team brings a little bit of their own taste. We were a little bit more stylized, and then Pedro came in, and Pedro has a sensitivity that brings a little bit more detail and a little bit more realism to it, and that made the whole art style better. Some games, you had the art direction that is really strict, and I don't like to be like that. I like to let the artists kind of bring their own experience and then kind of rein it in a little bit in the end. And that's what's happening here. Like, there's a lot of different things coming from me, from Pedro, and then kind of becomes a blend. I do love concept art, comic books, and all of that. So I think that will be one of the major inspirations. What would you say, Pedro, that our style is?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely stylized because we don't have the layers of realism. Realism is being brought with the lighting and the way that we are texturing our assets, but it's not exactly realistic because we're not using the things that like Call of Duty use, like lots of like roughness, detail, lots of like mesh decals, and So I'm trying to do something that it's still like a comic book, but not using like a special shader or anything, just like PBR workflows.
Sorry, I'm gonna do this again. But go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
But I'm just trying to simplify the process of texturing, but not so much. So we do have like contrast between colors, but it's not like a comic book, but it's trying to reflect a comic book.
Yeah.
That's a little bit confusing, but that's pretty much what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do a Call of Duty, because it's completely different, the workflows, like Battlefield. So yeah, but it's PBR, so we do have some roughness map, AO, etc., base color, but it's simplified.
Yeah, I don't even like to give names to styles. Like, sometimes I see people online saying, what do you call this style? And I was like, it's kind of hard to define. Like, even when you say something is stylized,
Yeah,
it's
it's
completely
just
different from me, for you, for other
mhm.
artists, right?
Raise it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no,
agree.
no.
Yeah.
Raise it.
Oh, what I do?
You're okay. You're okay. Just raise it. Raise it. You're good.
Okay, good. uh, we're on a mission, but we're talking about art, so get distracted. So yeah, in the end, I think we've been playing with a lot of different things. It was like in contest when we started like defining what the style will be. We looked at a lot of different things, and we end up with something that was right. So and some artists are very technical about it. They like, what Pedro described, like, the maps and stuff like that. And some people like me are more like instinctive about it. I'm way less technical. So the combination between him and me, and it kind of, we end up with something interesting, I think. Our direction for me is like that. And a lot of times we don't have the luxury to do that, like, time's ticking and you have to make a decision. But the more we marinate on the art, the more we get something that is completely unique to
Yeah.
us. So I hope that answers the question. Bloop. So how many keys do I need? J.
Just the crane. Just you need key E to open the crane door. Hit the crane.
Like, we definitely need some narrative over those keys. Key E, so exciting. Now I want key J and K. It's like math. So
Works for a spreadsheet though. It's much easier to track.
Okay. So
there you go.
Where does the QR code on her cape take you? Like if you were to scan it with your phone?
Oh, it's to our website.
Perfect. I was gonna say,
yeah.
Send it to Rickroll someone maybe.
Yeah.
We should create a special landing page for that.
Totally.
Should. You thinking of selling the cape for real, Kelly?
We could do that.
We can do like a slinky, but it's a QR code slinky.
QR slinky. We'll just put like the QR code on stuff that you wouldn't expect a QR code to be on.
Key. There you go.
Key J. Oh man, that's
now I have it. Now I have it.
You had it before, but keep key J. The more keys you get, the better.
Okay. I need.
These ladders are working so nice now.
Ladders is a big deal. Okay, now I have crane access.
Yeah.
So key H?
No, key E.
Okay.
Come on. That's not that complicated. What's confusing about that?
Is that symbol key? Key H?
Did you pick it up?
I did pick a bunch of keys. I don't know.
Classic. Just try every key.
Yeah.
I do look, I do have key H, key.
Yeah, you wanted like a LucasArts puzzle game. So there you go. You got like 20 keys in your backpack. Try each one until one works. You're supposed to have key. Hey, try key H. That's not key H, I don't think. Oh, worker ID card. What am I talking about? The one that isn't actually named key is the one you're supposed to use.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Well,
I played this a lot.
Scott's Hungry Monsters are calling him away, so we may have to say goodbye to him before we.
My hungry monster is my mouth and my stomach. Yeah.
Yeah. Rumbling. Hey, you got to eat that food hot.
Yep.
So I should use this guy.
Yeah, but thanks for joining us, Scott. It was really great having you.
See you again, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for having me. It's really cool to see the game. I'm gonna paste something into chat if anyone wants to sign up for skate playtesting, and I'm gonna plug my game. There you go.
Yeah, no, totally.
I've been waiting for the console playtesting, so
We all gonna get free copies, right?
Yeah.
Well, the game is free to play, so
So yes, we are.
Yeah.
That's
We're
awesome.
all gonna get some
Yeah.
packs then, right?
Just see this area. This area looks really good. Looks
thank-
good.
oh, nice.
Wait.
You know, is there? Before I go, I do need to ask: is there a
Oh,
waterfall?
look at that! Look! Oh my
Alright,
god!
crane.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
That's a nice crane.
Uh,
All I
Yeah.
ask with my parting request is that you have a waterfall and something behind the waterfall. It's
Oh.
the game designer's code.
You gotta have that. Yeah.
we'll do that. But it'll be a waterfall made of oil.
There you go. Art direction on the fly. Okay, thank you guys, and good to see everyone. And
Thank you, Scott.
can't
Yeah.
wait to see more.
Yeah, thanks,
All
Scott.
Thank you.
Cheers, dude. Yeah.
See you, man.
Yeah. So yeah, we're playing now the crane area, the infamous area. It's starting to look really nice. You do need to control the crane to go to the other side to reach the ship. So now I'm controlling this drill.
The drill area, yeah.
This drill. Oh, I did it.
Nice. That was unintentional, but that worked.
Okay. So now I can just jump here. Yeah.
Yep.
And now I control this elevator.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's a lot of nooks and crannies that we're starting to put in the world, and people will have to discover it. And I love the height and the different levels, and how you can find different things hidden behind. Okay, now I have a key. Or is this it's a key?
That's a key. Is it the key?
Is it the key? Oh yeah.
They try it and see what happens. It's a no. It's a fuse.
No, that's not the
They
key.
gave it a name. Yeah, that's not the key.
Is that maybe some of the other keys? Key H?
I don't know. Try key H.
It didn't work.
Someone did name them very creatively, so it's a little hard to tell what's what. But
Screw the door. I'm not gonna.
if
don't
they
need
were,
that door. Do I need the door?
you do. If that's the foreman's office, the main area. That's the key you need to unlock the crane, basically.
Oh, so I need.
Yes. Missing some narrative. You have to.
Okay. Okay. So I need it, but I don't have the key.
You got one of the keys. So this key unlocks something in here, but what does it unlock? What
Oh
key
yeah, I think I know. There's another side there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna rotate this guy a little bit more.
So many unstable saying behind so many waterfalls that lead to nothing. I know, that's so frustrating.
Okay, I see something there.
I find that
Okay.
in Elden Ring a lot. Oh, sorry, it's a bit to the left. Yeah, that's bad designer. Put it in the wrong spot. Yep, there you go.
So this key. This is
There
the
you go.
key. Oh,
Yes.
press the
Ding
wrong.
ding ding. There, I'll be the. Oh,
I
did you
pressed the
press
wrong
that?
button.
Oh, okay. Then no ding for you.
No ding.
There you go. Now you get a ding. There you go.
Now I can activate this.
Yeah, that might be like the missing
Wow.
piece of the lever, maybe.
That looks very. What's that game with the keys? Can I jump from here or no? I probably shouldn't.
I mean, you could try, but and Callie has a death counter on the screen, so be wary of that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're at 6 right now.
Uh-oh.
I have to say I love this. I love this puzzle.
Yeah, this is a fun puzzle.
Yeah, I love this puzzle. If everything could be like this in the game, we're golden. Now, can I go back or?
Yeah, just walk away, come back. That was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Try it. Just try climbing. I wonder if the
Oh, it's here. See? It's because
I didn't. Yeah, that's my. Well, yeah, it's my. Everything's my fault, but that's also my fault.
So should I
that
just
comes-
jump? Can I just jump?
well,
Oh,
you
no,
have
now I
you
have
have the key. You have the key to the foreman's office. Yeah, now you have to get to the foreman's office.
Okay. All right. Okay. But the elevator is up.
You can also climb down the drill and do it, but yes, that's another way to do it.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Now I
All
have.
right. So now you use the foreman's key. I think it's called foreman's badge ID. There you go.
Okay.
Or the 4-person.
More keys.
4-bot. There you go.
Oh. What did I do? Okay. Now I can go back.
Cool.
I'm getting good at jumping. There's not a lot of deaths.
Yeah, your death count's actually really low this time.
I'm shocked. but also pleasantly surprised, just because like the jumping and the platforming is always something that worries me. But the fact
The
that
jumping came a long way. What's that?
Yeah.
It's missing things here.
That's
You
okay.
can grab the latest.
Is that okay?
Is it? I don't know. Can you?
We're missing a.
Yeah, I don't think you have the latest, man. Yeah.
I force synced the entire project. How come I don't have the latest?
Let me see. I will sync up too and see how it looks on my end.
Good. All right.
Put them real close.
Missing something. Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, something missing here.
So what is this area supposed to have then?
Oh, it's this big machinery thing. It's really cool.
Let's see.
Now, everyone, you are going to see our live QAing.
Yes.
It involves a lot of like, sync yours, get the latest. Okay, update it now. I don't see it yet. Okay, update it now.
Something's not working. Felipe, please fix it. Why is this broken? Yeah, so Pedro, I don't see it either. I'm seeing exactly the same thing Gabe is.
That's weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a good time to stop them. We show the rest in the next live. How's that?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. We're very happy that you guys showed up. Scott, thanks again. If you're hearing somewhere in your daddy space feeding the kids, I have to do that system. But yeah, no, there's a lot of cool stuff. I love how the art is developing. I think that's really cool. Also, combat's coming. We're gonna start putting real animation and effects in it. And trying to balance it and make it look interesting, but also not too hard, not too easy. With nor a combat game, right? Combat is something that needs to be fun in between exploring the world and doing puzzles and all the cool stuff. So there's a lot of stuff coming in. Hopefully the next time we'll have even more. Have anything to say to Scott or Greg?
Do I have anything to say?
Yes.
To everybody? I guess I'm gonna have to. Yeah. No, it was a really good month. We made a lot of progress. We have all the base systems in right now. So yeah, I think by the next live stream, the whole thing will be playable from start to finish with combat. So definitely a much closer step to where we're gonna be soon. But yeah, it's coming along. It's all coming together. It seemed like the little pieces that in your head are kind of, you have to imagine they're there. So something deciding to slide into there has been really awesome. So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The connection, there's a lot of narrative, a lot of little things that I want to put in between the puzzles too, to make sure that things make sense because right now we have to kind of tell people what's going on. It doesn't make sense right now to put all of that because things are still in state of flux. But I can see maybe in a couple of months things will feel really concise with all the story and all of that. So yeah, thanks everybody for showing up and the hard work. There's a link for Discord if you want to join our community. If you want to join our What If YouTube and sign up and subscribe and all the stuff that people say. Right, Kelly?
Yep. Like, subscribe, follow, and also, comment, interact with our posts. You can find, we've been telling Nova's story on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. So watch out for those because those are giving you some of the nuggets of the story from when the family first leaves Earth, and you get to follow along with the explorations, which is fun.
Yes, yes, we love the stories. Cool. All right, so I think we're gonna stop here. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night,
everybody.
Yeah, it was awesome, guys.
Cool. Yeah, it was fun. Take
Thank
care,
you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, I'll get you